Happy New Year, everyone. Hope everyone had a beautiful crossover. You enjoyed crossing over to the new year. And honestly, I hope that everyone was able to prepare the year for themselves. And so that you guys can know that preparing the year doesn't mean that the year is going to go the way you prepared it. It's just that you're preparing yourself mentally and spiritually for the goals you want to achieve, for what you want to attain, and that's you telling yourself that, okay, no, a way will be made for me to get specific things. I just don't know how it's gonna come, or how is it gonna happen, how is the opportunity gonna open up for me. So that's how I see preparing. I know a lot of people think preparing is just you writing down the things you want to get, and then you're gonna get exactly everything you wrote down. Preparing, guys, is you sitting down with yourself and looking at how your life has been the previous years or the previous year, and be like, there's certain things I want to change. That is you doing the work for yourself. That is you preparing yourself for the new year, because you are mentally telling yourself that, nope, I want change. I want different things. So you prepare yourself internally, spiritually, with everything that you are, everything that you see yourself as, that everything that you were. Guys, yes, you were, but you still need to prepare yourself mentally for what was, because sometimes it can come back. And if you haven't prepared yourself to the point of saying that what was, I'm leaving it, or I'm not going to allow it to be part of where I am or where I'm going, you're going to make room for what was to still be here. And that's not what we want. That's not what we're looking for. And a lot of things, I wrote down what was for me the problem and what I really wanted to change. I had a mental cage, and that was procrastination, guys. I stay in procrastination. I am an overthinker, by the way. I would overthink my plans. I would overthink what I want to do. Right? I'll think about it. Last year I had a problem of not writing a lot of things down. Right? I don't know what happened, but I had a problem with not writing the things I want to do, get done the day or the week down, or anything. So I just sit there and think, and then end up procrastinating, end up postponing, especially with jogging, gymming, studying. I was supposed to write an exam last year. I postponed writing an exam, and I was like, no, I don't think I'm ready. You know what? No, not now. I gave myself so many excuses that I ended up not doing what I said I was going to do in January. And then when the year ended and I had to reflect, oh my gosh, wasn't I crying? I was crying because, oh my gosh, I allowed procrastination, overthinking, just be a gate for me. I allowed it to close, and I allowed myself to stay in a container where procrastination closed the gates for me. I allowed myself to procrastinate so much. So this year I was like, you know what? Yes, I pray. Yes, I read the word, and God tells me to never give up. But here I am procrastinating, postponing, and I ended up giving up. So this year I'm going to write my exam, which I already booked the date for. I'm already jogging. I'm going to start gym in February. I don't like starting gym in January for main reason because I just want to focus on myself internally. I don't like just jumping on the external stuff. Yeah, just gym. No. January, I like to focus on myself, spiritually, physically. I would just jog for myself. I would just do certain things, challenge myself before I can challenge myself in the gym. I just want to start here now, so I started showing up different this year. I know it's only January, but I went 2 weeks, guys, in gratitude. I've never actually went that long being so grateful for where I am. I went 2 weeks straight being so grateful for where I am and being so content and be like, you know what, this is where I am. This is where I'm needed. And I'm grateful that I'm here because I was never here. I started seeing my life different, And ever since I wanted to change the whole procrastination thing, Jeez, man, like I've just been like, nope. I don't want to repeat the things I've been doing last year. I wrote some notes here, guys. This is my book where I check in with myself. Check yourself. I bought it in Mr. Price in South Africa, for those who are in South Africa. But in Mr. Price says check in with yourself. I wrote you that, you know what, the girl seems to be so comfortable with procrastination. Like, I live in procrastination. Doing what I meant to do does not seem to actually be on my to-do list. It's like, I'll think about it, like I said, but it wouldn't be on my to-do list. I'll be like, I'm going to do it, this, and it will stay in my mind. And it's not supposed to stay in my mind. It's supposed to come here and be like, no, this is what I said I'm going to do, whatever. I stayed here. So I was like, first things first, I bought myself a planner last year, 31st of December. I bought myself a planner where I would write the things that I need to get done, the things I want to explore this year, monthly goals or whatever, right? So that has really shaped my life. Having a planner has really shaped my life because I carry it around with me. I don't just put it at home, write down, and I'm like, oh, today I'm going to do this. Because if I don't carry it around with me, I'm going to forget what I said I'm going to do that. It will end up being a mind thing and not something that an action thing. So I carry around my planners a lot. So I'm proud that I got to do, like, every day. I'm like, okay, today I need to jog, today I need to pray, today, you know, I write down even the silliest things to remind myself that, hey girl, do not forget that you need to call, do not forget that you need to check up on certain people. That is a to-do list. Hey guys, you need to check up on the people that are quiet. This mentality of, oh, they're quiet, that means they don't want to talk to me. It's not a mentality we're gonna go with. We need to start showing up for people who can't show up, because sometimes we forget that as you grow, as people we outgrow each other, and we don't know how to show up. We don't know how to show up for each other at the levels we are at. So we end up being quiet, we end up being distant. And that should not be the case. You know, we should stop being so selfish and be like, oh, why are they not calling me? Or why are they not checking up on me? Why am I the one that's supposed to do that? No, darling. Selfishness aside, you can't say you want to improve yourself spiritually. You're a child of God. Oh, I'm a Christian. And then you can't be selfless. Put away yourself. Put the other person first. Serve the other person. Assist the other person. Check up on the other person. Put yourself aside and stop being so entitled to yourself so much, because you're gonna always keep yourself to yourself to a point where you even keep asking yourself, why I don't have anyone. It's because you never made space for anyone, and that is putting yourself away. Anyways, and then I wrote here, like, guys, I love how I write to myself. I'm like, what if at the end of everything I am going to ask myself, like at the end, you know, when the world ends, I'm going to ask myself and take account of the things and the days I planned to do something and I didn't do it. I sat there and thought, I'm like, what if, you know, God is going to be like, he said, you're going to do, like, he's going to make me take account of everything. And I'm going to be like, oh, geez. And I didn't show up for myself. God, I always keep reminding myself in poem, like, why are you failing to show up for yourself so much, but you always expect yourself to show up for other people? Like, at the end, you're gonna have to take account of the false vows and promises you made to yourself. That's a promise. Never mind the promise made to someone. What about the promise you made to yourself? So I sat down, I'm like, oh my God, I have to take account of the fact that I promised myself that I'm going to do this, but I didn't do it. What am I going to say? Am I going to have an excuse? No, because what? I could have done it, but I chose not to do it. I procrastinated. I postponed it. Oh my God. Now that I think about it more, it hits. It hits, guys. It hits home. But anyways, so those are the questions I keep asking myself every time I slack. Every time I feel like, oh no, I'm procrastinating again. It's in my mind again. I'm in my mind. I'm playing in my mind again. I'll go back and be like, you made a promise to yourself. Do you want to take account of the promise you didn't live up to at the end? Or do you want to live up to it now? So that at the end you don't have so many promises, empty promises to yourself. Guys, never mind empty promises to people, empty promises to yourself. Why do we like doing that to ourselves? Like, why do we make it okay to not show up on the promises we make to ourselves? And then we get so angry when people are angry that we can't show up to the promises we made with them. It's because we're failing on ourselves. So if you are able to show up for yourself, guess what? You'll be able to show up for the promises you made to other people. Jeez. It's external. It's internal before external. You need to show up for yourself on those promises before external. So if you fail internal, you're gonna fail external. Anyways, I love I love checking up on myself. So I also wrote, why do I seem to be okay to be disappointing myself so much? Why am I okay with making empty wishes to myself, for myself, to end up disappointing myself? Like, I'd make a wish, I would make a plan, I would, Mamela, promise myself that I'm this week, and I end up disappointing myself. Guys, can we please change that? Like, I'm already working on it. Like, in the morning, if I set an alarm, then I'm gonna jog. Like, today in the morning, I went and jogged, guys. I went and jogged. I'm proud of myself. I went and jogged. But I've been jogging. It's not like I've been starting today. I've been jogging the whole of January. But I'm proud of myself that today I did not make an excuse. Every day of my life that in 2025 so far, we're in like how many days? What day is it today? That's, oh my gosh, I forgot the date. Yesterday was the 17th, today is the 18th. Yes, 18 days I've been showing up to the promises that I've been making myself. And there are promises that I didn't do on the day. Please bear in mind, there are promises I made and I failed on myself. Don't think all promises were 100%, but I'm proud of myself that I still show up on the other ones. And that will build up a muscle in me to always show up. So I don't want to be okay with disappointing myself this year. I hope you guys don't make it okay, guys, like that you are disappointing yourself. But yet you're running to impress someone else, but you can't impress yourself. Like, you'd rather... I'm also worried about people who would rather run when someone's like, yeah, we're doing this. They would rather run to go assist and be there for someone else, but they can't be there for themselves. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't assist people. I'm saying the same energy you give to other people, give it to yourself. And don't stop. Don't stop. Don't be like, oh, that energy I was giving you, I'm giving to myself. That's why I'm not giving it to you. No, darling. You have to give. You can't expect other people to show up for you and then you can't show up for them. And then you can't expect to show up for other people, but you can't show up for yourself. Do you get where the concept is? Like, we like being like, no, I'm no more showing up for you guys, I'm showing up for myself. And then we wonder why people don't show up for us. So the investment you make in yourself, or you make in other people, vice versa. What you do in another cup, do it in yourself. What you do it in yourself, what do you do for yourself? Sorry. What you do for yourself, also do it in another cup. Don't just only do it for yourself. It's not a self... this year is self aside, but self first, if I'm making sense. It's like when it comes to other people, I will help. Self aside, I will check up on you even if you haven't checked up on me. But at the same time, the same energy I'm putting in others, I'm going to put in myself. Oh, I love that. Anyways, I also wrote, I also asked myself, like, why has this begun to be so normal for you? Why are you okay with the side of you? Like, why are you so okay? Like, why are you so okay? Like, why are you so comfortable with making plans and actually not doing them? And after that, you regret not doing it. You are sad. You become sad. I become sad, guys, after not doing it. I regret the depression I put myself through because I did not show up in the things I said I will show up for. No, guys, I frustrate myself. I end up getting mad at myself. Like, I punish myself for not doing what I said I would do. Like, why do I do that to myself? That's not healthy. That's really not healthy. Like, why do I do that to myself? Oh my gosh, guys. That's why I need to do better. That's why I need to do better for myself. I can't punish myself for failing on myself. So in order for me not to punish myself, I need to show up for myself and then reward myself. Smart thinking. I also heard you can never get the things you wish for yourself because you keep being okay with disappointing yourself. I remember someone said, the person you want to show up as, you're not ready for that person. The person you need to be, you can't be because there's certain things you need to lose of yourself to be that person. I remember. Or certain opportunities that you want to get, you can't get because you are not at your best. You need to be at your best in order to elevate. So the wishes I have for myself, the plans I have for myself, the reason why I'm not getting them is because I keep failing myself. I keep on disappointing myself. I keep on taking myself back. Guys, I took myself back last year a lot of times. Oh my gosh, there's so many things I would have achieved, but I took myself back. 100 steps back. If 100 years back was possible, then yes. But at this point, I kept taking myself back. And I know the two, okay, this is private, but I'm gonna say it anyways. The two positions that I want need me to show up and do it, but looks like I'm not that person. I seem to not have the show up and do it mentality, but I'm looking at different positions that I wanna be in, but the energy I have at the moment is not the energy of those positions. Okay, that hit home. That was foul and poor. That was foul. Like, why are you being like this to yourself? For me to be the person that I want to be, and for me to enter the doors that I need to enter at, there's certain things I have to let go, and that's comfortability, procrastination. The things I'm comfortable with, I need to let go. The promises I make to myself, I need to show up. The same way a company can be like, can you show up and deliver? And I say, yes! I need to give myself that energy. I need to give myself that energy. I need to give myself that energy. Because why am I so quick to say yes? Because I'm saying yes to the interviewer because I know there's a reward. This man, of course, I want to say yes because you guys are going to pay me. So how about I reward myself for saying yes and doing it? Oh, that's smart. I mean, that's smart thinking because we are so not used to rewarding ourselves. And this is not junk eating or whatever. I'll find a way though how to reward myself after showing up for myself. This could mean by affirming myself, complimenting myself, congratulating myself. It can mean in a lot of ways. Or paying myself with the money I was paid with. Maybe. But the reason why I say yes in an interview because to show up and deliver on the project that they want to deliver is because I know I'm going to get paid. How about I say yes to myself and reward myself? I'll find the reward, guys. I'll find the reward. But honestly, this year, I hope someone out there is going to be on this journey with me. I don't want to be on this journey alone. I want to also interact with someone who's also struggling with themselves, who's mentally see themselves somewhere, but small things keep you down. Small things keep you stagnated. Is that a word? Keep you in the same position in your life, and they really want to break out of that. I really love to share this journey with someone out there and grow, because guys, this is growing. I mean, this is growth. Healing doesn't happen overnight, guys. If I remember, there's illustrations on social media where they'll fill a cup with the black liquid and then pour a clear liquid. Like, it will take time for the black liquid to clear out as they pour in the clear one. They keep pouring, and eventually the liquid gets out. So that's what I'm hoping for, that I keep pouring the clear one. Even if the black one is there, even if procrastination is still there, even if laziness is still there, even if comfortability is still there, I keep pouring new habits. I keep pouring new things in me so that those old ones can get out. So smart. Very smart. Anyways, I really hope that I can really shop for myself this year. And I want to do different on my YouTube as well. I want to speak of different topics. I don't just want to focus on the Bible. I feel like the Bible is about life. And there's certain things of the Bible that you need to implement in your life, but you need to understand your life to implement those things. If you do not understand your life, you can't implement the Bible. You're just going to read the Bible, Deuteronomy 28, God bless me, but what is God blessing you with that you're not putting effort into? What is God blessing you with that you're like, God bless the fruits of my hand, but where is that hand going? You're not waking up and doing it mentality. You don't have to wake up and do it mentality that you wake up and you go do it. But you want God to bless you. Njani. So I want to explore different topics and challenge people's mindset and challenge my own, guys. I challenge my own. Like, I always challenge my own. I tell myself the truth. Sorry, I always tell myself the truth, and I always make myself face the truth. The truth is that in a week's time, you're gonna look back and say, "Oh, Paul, you said you're gonna do this and you didn't do it." How do you feel about yourself today? How do you feel that you didn't show up to a promise you made for yourself, but you showed up for a friend? Yeah, but you can't show up for yourself. Come on. If you can show up for a friend or family member, surely you can show up for yourself. Why are we so lazy to put in the effort for ourselves? But for other things, oh my gosh, I'm number one in the line. So the same way you do for others, do for yourself. And don't stop doing for others because you're doing for yourself. That's the mentality of society that I don't like these days. Like, because they're doing for themselves, they don't want to do for others. Honey, do for both. Do for both. How do you expect to elevate if you don't elevate another person? It doesn't make sense. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's segment. You guys can comment on the type of things I can talk about. Guys, we're exploring everything, mentally, physically, life. Like, we're exploring everything. I could and also tag Bible verses that go along with certain things, so that I can also study them and relate it to my life, so that you can also study it and relate it to your life. I mean, what's the principles of life if you don't have the principles, but you only have the life? That was a nice one. Anyways, hope to see you guys on the next YouTube video. Like, share, subscribe, and I hope everyone has a blessed 2025. Have a prosperous one. As you prosper, may your hands, the fruits of your hands prosper. As you prosper internally, as your soul prospers. There's a verse, 3 John verse 1. 3 John chapter, I think there's 1 John, 2 John, 3 John 1 verse 2 says, as your soul prospers, may your health, your wealth, and everything that you do prosper. So in order to prosper in your wealth, in your health, in everything, your soul needs to prosper. So you gotta fix yourself eternally. And this is not about gymming. It's about sitting down with yourself and facing the reality that you are a procrastinator. You can't show up for yourself. That's a reality, Mpo. You can't show up for yourself. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's segment. I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye.